season, I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Here's what Seattle has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Booz Ellis out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Ivey, then it's Patrick Williams, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. And for Seattle, Robert Williams out there with John Collins. Then it's Ty Jerome, then there's Colin Sexton, and it's De Silva in at the small forward. And Coach, that long off season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
Ivey, no good there.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Jerome outside. Left side, Williams. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Ivey. And that one, good.
Oh, elite speed. Ivey will be one of the fastest young players in this league.
Jerome passes to Sexton. To the wing, right side. Seattle move the ball around. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. Jerome, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, they got swept by a team that was also struggling last season.
Jerome on the wing. Collins with a screen on Jones. Jones against Jerome. Pass to De Silva. Here's Collins. Jones grabs the board.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Here's Jerome, following the bucket by the Bulls. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Seattle trails by 5. Pass to De Silva. Here's Collins. Outside Sexton. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
Back to Jones. And here's Ivey. Over Sexton. Misses off the right iron. Jerome against Ivey. Pass to Sexton. That one's good. This game is all even. Sexton's got his second bucket on the night.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
Charity stripe shot, and Ivey gets it to go on the assist from Jones.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside Sexton. Pass to De Silva. Right wing for 3, Collins. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Well, when you're not right up on Collins, he senses that, and he can make you pay off the catch.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish. Back over to you guys.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's De Silva. Still no points. Collins with a screen on Ivy. Sexton passes to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, tough-nosed veteran. Collins is no stranger to having to overcome aggressive defense.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Seattle making some changes. Hauser, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Merrill in for De Silva. Then for Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis. And Giddey's subbed in for Williams. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 1. Sexton against Giddey. And out of bounds, Seattle will have it. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Bulls third.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line. And that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
Seattle making some changes. Looney's checked in for Williams. Green comes in for Sexton. And Spencer's subbed in for Jerome. Then for Chicago, Miller's checked in for Collins. Okoro comes in for Ivy. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Jones. Here's Spencer. Pass to Merrill. Now here's Hauser. Yabusele, he's checked in for Miller.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for Chicago. Number 28, Gershon Yabusele.
40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Looney, a screen on Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Looney. Outside, Green. Off target with the 3. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. And here's Simons. Covered by Merrill. Simons passes to Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Yabusele the screen. 3-pointer. And Yabusele slams it in.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Isaac Okoro, Josh Giddey out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's Smith in at the 4. Now here's Simons. No points so far.
Anthony Simons flying high to finish that one.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
BA, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Merrill. Here's Spencer. Giddey defends. Green with a screen on Giddey. Back to Merrill. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. And it's a 4-point Seattle lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Changes. Collins, he's checked in for Looney. De Silva comes in for Green, and Ty Jerome subbed in for Spencer. Then for Chicago, Booz Ellis is checked in for Richards. Williams comes in for Okoro, and Jaden Ivey subbed in for Simons. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And it's Seattle with the ball, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Merrill, that's good.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
On the wing, Ivey, the 3. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts. Seattle leading by 4. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And again, Seattle with a triple.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Giddey. No points yet. Pass to Ivey. 4-3. The shot that time not on target.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's De Silva. Here's Merrill. And again, Seattle with a triple.
I just love the ball movement.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Giddey against Jerome. Giddey passes to Ivey. To halt the run. They get it back. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Ivey's got 11 points.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivey will not be stopped.
And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making some changes. Williams comes in for Hauser, and Sexton subbed in for Merrill. Then for Chicago, Collins comes in for Smith, and it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Jerome. Outside, Williams. Back to Jerome. It's not going to go for him. The Bulls trail by 8. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Guys, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Ivey. He's got 11, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Seattle with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Now here's Sexton. 5 points in the game. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Jones with the ball, picked up by Sexton. Jones feels it out over Jerome. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Seattle leading by 6. Pass to Collins. 52 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's De Silva. The three-pointer off the mark. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Ivey passes to Collins. Here's Jones. A shot from the mid-range. And the shot's good. Jones has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Really not where we normally see Jones operate, but good for him to grow his comfort zone a little.
Jerome, that's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bulls trail by 6. Ivey outside. Pass to Collins. Outside, Williams. Here's Jones, and it's good from the elbow.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Seattle out in front, up 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You gotta like what Sam Merrill has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's Sexton. Ty Jerome is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's John Collins. And it's De Silva in at the 3. Jerome against Jones. The 3 from Sexton. Jones grabs the board. Bulls trail by 4. What you appreciate about Colin Sexton, he's very team-minded offensively, Coach.
Yeah, he sees the big picture, works hard to make smart plays. Sometimes it's a pass, and other times, Brian, it's finishing the possession.
And for the Bulls, Williams is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Jaden Ivey. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
Pass to Buzelis. And here's Jones. Fires the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Seattle move the ball around. They set the pick. Collins outside. Now here's Jerome. Clock at 6. And Williams punches it home.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
Pass to Williams. Ivey outside. Releases. Seattle pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Oh, there's the alley. Collins passes to Sexton. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And now a 7-point Seattle lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Ivey with the ball. 11 points in the game. Oh, he misses the reverse.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Ivey against Sexton. Pass to De Silva. From outside the arc. Another shot. And it's blocked by Collins. Bulls trail by 7. From deep. And he stays with it. Williams up top. Here's Buzelis. Collins defending. Back to Williams. The Bulls need to get off a shot. From the arc. Drops in the 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And Seattle calls time here. Checked in for Jerome. And the Bulls also making a change. Josh Giddey's checked in for Ivey. Seattle leading by 4. Sexton looking around. Pass to De Silva. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Great pass from Sexton. Moving it out for the triple, involving others.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. Another 3 for Chicago.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Good. Sexton's got 6 in the quarter.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Left side, Giddey. And there's Collins on the assist from Giddey.
Well, that assist going to Giddey. You don't see too many guys at 6'8" with his mindset. He's a pass-first player.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Graham.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Seattle making some changes. Looney's checked in for Williams. Hauser comes in for John Collins. And Spencer's subbed in for De Silva. .119 left in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Simons. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Simons has got 5 now.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
To the middle. Here's Looney. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
From 13, Looney grabs a miss. Seattle leading by 5. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to Sexton. Fires the 3. On the wing, Sexton. The 3. Buries it from 3. Sexton's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Simons. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kevon Looney picks one up.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. so Simons nails both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And so it's Seattle, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Sam Hauser out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Spencer in at the shooting guard position. Yep, count it. And Seattle leads by 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Picked by Smith. Here's Ivy. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Now here's Jerome. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Simon. It's Giddey on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Pass to Hauser. Seattle move the ball around. The 3 is up. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Bulls trail by 4. There's Simons with a 3. The shot off that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Jerome. Merrill outside. Beyond the arc. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Williams is checked in for Seattle. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Giddey passes to Smith. Now Simons. And it's Merrill who clears it away. Seattle leading by 7. Jerome outside. Merrill outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, Seattle with a triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
There's a screen. Here's Giddey. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Supersonics have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Jerome passes to Hauser. Here's Spencer. Here's the teardrop, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Seattle.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And he can't get the first one. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Here's what Seattle's going with right now. John Collins checked in for Hauser. De Silva comes in for Merrill, and Sexton subbed in for Jerome. Bulls trail by 11. Collins a screen. Ivey against Sexton.
It's so tough to contain Ivey's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
Shooting for the Bulls, Jaden Ivey at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And how can you not be excited about Ivey's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Seattle making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Sexton. Collins outside. Now Sexton. Shakes him. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
Now here's Ivey. On the wing, Williams. Jams it home!
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
First one falls for him. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Now here's Sexton. Takes a three. Collins outside. Here's Jerome. Williams outside. Just 5 on the clock. Goes again. Here's De Silva. Sexton. And again, no good. The Bulls trail by 12. Jones outside. Ivey outside. .107 left in the fourth. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And that's fantastic body control. Ivy's showing he can take hits while shooting.
And Seattle calls time here.
Clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Supersonics.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Oh, it misses.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
That's in! And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Now here's Sexton. Going inside. Bucket! Straight in!
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Jerome. So we see Seattle get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot, gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.